Sydney Thomas as she tried to step in front of the pass intended for Mota over at the far sideline, but it'll go out of bounds and it'll stay on this end with Bel Air. Holding the ball overhead is Lavario. Comes out between the circles. Moreno holds there. Tried to hand it off to Lavario. Gets it back, though, and gives it to Mota now. Alamogordo turn up the pressure on the man-to-man. Baseline, it's Moreno. Moreno into the lane, goes up with the shot and finishes. She has 18 points for Bel Air and gives the Highlanders the lead again, 43-41, 1:25 remaining. Ball tried to go inside to there. It's stolen away by Bel Air with 1:20 remaining, and slowly bringing it into the front court here is Lavario. We'll see how aggressive Bel Air is here towards the end of the game. They try to draw some clock. Oh, they're almost going to turn it over. Boy, the pass was deflected, and just keeping it inbounds was Mora. Top of the key now, it's Mota. As we get ready to cross 60 seconds to go in the game. Alamo down by 2. Ball deflected, almost stolen away again, but Mora gets it. Ball to the corner to Moreno. Moreno works her way in the lane, goes up with the right hand, no good. Rebound pulled by the Lady Highlanders. The putback attempt, no good from Mora. Alamogordo has it, and Thomas pushes it to the floor. Numbers here, 3-on-2. Vasquez, right corner, 3, no good. Rebound inside. Vera fighting for it. She's got it. Goes up with the shot right of the lane, no good. She's fouled into the free throw line for 2. Apologies for those of you listening on the radio, getting disconnected there. We're back here. 39.3 seconds to go. Alamogordo trails 43-41. Jacqueline Vera to the line for 2, and she misses the first. She'll get one more here. 43-41. El Paso Bel Air leads the Alamogordo Lady Tigers. Vera's second free throw, that misses as well, and goes out of bounds, and Bel Air will have it. So a key opportunity there for the Lady Tigers, and Almo's going to have to be aggressive defensively here. They're going to let Bel Air bring it across the half court, but I'm sure Bel Air is not going to be in any hurry to take a shot here with a 2-point lead and 30 seconds left. Almo's going to probably have to foul here unless they can get a steal. Lavario continues to dribble, comes to the near side, and yeah, Almo needs to foul here. Mora with the basketball, gives it off to Mota. 18 seconds left. They've got a foul here. Nobody's yelling from the sideline to foul. 13 seconds left. Nobody's fouling still. And now Thomas gets in there and finally commits the foul with 9 seconds left. And maybe they were waiting to under 10 seconds to do that, but they were basically letting Bel Air dribble it out. I mean, they were providing pressure, but Alamo could have saved themselves a little bit of time there if they go for the foul a little bit sooner. And now just got to hope for some misses here from Jay Lavario. This is 1-1. And she makes the first big free throw. She at least makes it a 3-point game. And if she makes the second here, she ices it away. So I think unless you're trapping there in the half court and forcing some more problems, you've got a foul right away. But just didn't happen there for the Lady Tigers. Misses. Vera's got the rebound. Alamogordo with a 3 can tie it. Quickly up ahead. They give it to Rodriguez. She was trying to pass it outside to Vasquez. It's stolen away, and that is going to do it as Bel Air holds on for a 44-41 win. And the Lady Tigers gave one heck of an effort, but come up a little bit short. All right, we will take a break and wrap this one up and get ready for the Alamogordo boys. They take on the Hobbs Eagles. Coming up next here in about 20 minutes, your final on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. The El Paso Bel Air Lady Highlanders 41, the Alamogordo Lady Tigers 41. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 101.9 FM, 1230 AM, and alamosportsandtalk.com.
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah, I can still hear you. And, you're coming.
Hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Test, test.
It's good on video, just sometimes. Okay, Ty, so you're coming clear through the board, and you're coming clear through our stream. You're clear through the board, and through Hobbs America, and through YouTube on our end. Yeah, because it's going through Hobbs America and YouTube. No, I said you're clear through both our board, Hobbs America, and YouTube. Yeah. Anything I'm showing. I got you. Three, two, one, go.
Here in the first quarter, as Jason Warren has the basketball, gives it off to Bickham, then back to Bynum. Hobbs with the pressure in the backcourt. Bickham gets it at the near side. Now in the center circle, it is Deontay Bynum. Bynum loses the handle, and it's stolen away by Gore. He tries to push up the floor. He's going to be fouled. And the ball over at the far sideline. Worth mentioning, our feed is back on KSVP TV if you want to watch that and listen to our broadcast. And so all stolen away by Kai Bickham here. Ball comes to Deontay Bynum, who tried to feed an alley-oop to Jason Warren, but it's stolen away. Hobbs quickly presses the other way. Left corner three on the way from Gore is up and in. Bounces off the front of the rim and then falls in. And it's a 5-5 game. Ball comes to Brett George in the front court at the top of the key. Gives it off to Deontay Bynum, who dribbles left wing extended. 5.5 minutes to go first quarter. Jason Warren top of the key. Some tough defense there and tried to feed a pass to Bickham. It gets there. Thought about a three. He passes up on it and gives it to Deontay Bynum. And he'll dribble out at the far sideline, still with the dribble. Looking for a screen from Warren and gets one. Picking up on him is Michael Mackey. At the top of the key with it, it's Bynum. And now they give it off to George. Bickham, left wing extended. 5 minutes to go in the first. Bickham will give it off to Deontay Bynum. Works off a screen from Bickham and then from Warren, still with the basketball. As Alamogordo maybe trying to extend this possession a little bit, slow things down if they can. George goes to Bickham at the left wing. Bickham at the top of the key, works in the lane. Pull up jump shot, no good. Rebound ripped down inside by Mackey, who gives it up ahead to Ramos. Ramos driving the lane, what a feed, but the miss inside there by Mora, and Bynum grabs the rebound. That was a Mariam Bynum. Now it's Bickham up the far sideline, who nearly lost the handle out of bounds, peels back and gives it off to Deontay Bynum. Top of the key to Jason Warren. 4:15 to go here in the first quarter. Alamogordo and Hobbs tied at 5. Deontay Bynum drives in the lane, goes up, and little dish to Jason Warren, who catches it in midair and puts it up and in, and Jason Warren's got 4. And Alamogordo retakes the lead here, 7-5 with 4 minutes to go. Mackey races to the left wing for the Hobbs Eagles and pulls it back out to the middle of the floor. Gore with a long three. That one's no good. Rebound pulled down inside by Mackey. His layup attempt is good. Michael Mackey with his first points. And over the far sideline with it, it's Bickham. And near sideline, Deontay Bynum goes to Jason Warren. Looks for George, who looked like he traveled with it, I thought, but I guess never really gained possession, then went to the floor and lost it. Quickly the other way with it. The pass somehow got in the hands of Mora, stepping into a left wing three, and it rattling out for Jesus Ramos. Fight for the rebound is going to end up seeing it go out of bounds. And now we're going to see our first subs of the games for both teams as Deontay and Amari Bynum come out of the game. And we'll see Nick Martin and Chris Sapri come into the game. And Alamogordo with the basketball. Kai Bickham with it. Feeds it to the far side to Martin. Alamogordo taking their time in the backcourt. Bickham tried to go to Warren at the free throw line, but the pass too tall for him and stolen away by Hobbs. Pushing up the far sideline is Gore. Works it to the baseline and feeds it back to Ramos. Top of the key with the basketball is Tyler Box. Box just inside the three-point range, fires up a rainbow shot and puts it up and in. Tyler Box with his first bucket, and the Eagles have the lead now 9-7 with 2:49 to go in the first. Bickham almost lost the handle, finds Martin over at the far side, gives it to Warren. Warren holding on to it there, now gives it to Bickham. Bickham at the free throw line finds a cutting Brett George. George can't get the shot to go. The loose ball right into the hands of Warren, but he loses it out of bounds, and it'll go over to Hobbs, and it looks like a timeout going to be called by Alamogordo and Coach Jeremy Nee. 2:37 go in the first on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. It's the Hobbs Eagles 9, the Alamogordo Tigers 7. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230 AM, 101.9 FM. 2:37 remaining first quarter. Game 1 of the City of Champions Classic for Alamogordo, and they trail the Hobbs Eagles 9-7. Alamogordo turning on some pressure in the backcourt here against Hobbs, as Gore comes up the far sideline for the Hobbs Eagles. Takes it to the left wing, at the top of the key. Trying to work his way past Supree and goes up with a tough shot there at the left elbow. Very impressive there from Jalen Gore. And over at the far side with it, it's Bynum. 11-7 Hobbs now. Tries to feed it to Martin. It was deflected. Martin able to get to it first and then fed it to the middle of the floor to Sanders, but it's stolen away. Driving to the lane and going up with it is Aaron Mora. And Hobbs starting to get some distance here as they lead by 6. It's an 8-0 run. Bynum in the backcourt, trying to work his way through and has the ball stolen away to the basket, and laying it up and in is Ronnie Ross. And it's now 15-7 Hobbs with a few turnovers here on this last couple of possessions for Alamogordo. And this is what we wondered with this full court press and tempo that Hobbs run. How would Alamogordo handle it? They handle it better on this possession. Trey Sanders works his way in. They're going to call an offensive foul on Trey Sanders. And look back to Coach Nee. Coach Nee agreed with the call, said he used his off arm to push off on the Hobbs defender and drew the charge. Just the second foul on Alamogordo. First on Sanders. Alamogordo trails by 8, and Hobbs has scored the last 10 points. Across the timeline at the top of the key, Van Landingham dishes it out to the corner. Courtney Morgan with it. Now just outside right of the lane and box with another pretty jump shot. And Hobbs' lead is 10 now, 17-7. Inbounds goes to Martin. Tried to feed a bounce past the opposite side, and it's stolen away there. Van Landingham gets the easy lay-in, and Coach Nee is going to use another timeout here as Hobbs has scored the last 12 points and lead this game 19-7. 1:12 to go in the first quarter, and it's a full timeout on the floor. We'll take it as well. Hobbs 19, Alamogordo 7 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk. .11 remaining here in the first, and it's Alamogordo basketball, but they've given up the last 12. Alamogordo breaks the pressure. Sanders tried to feed a pass inside, but he was losing the handle already, and here comes Hobbs racing the other direction with a Mackey. Pull-up jump shot from left of the lane is no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds and last off of the Eagles, and Alamogordo will get it back here with 55 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Sanders will come out, and Jason Warren will come back in for the Tigers. Warren, Martin, Bynum, Bickham, and George on the floor for the Tigers. And hold on, they were still subbing some players in, were Hobbs, as we'll see Mora and Gore come back into the game for the Hobbs Eagles. And again, I'm going to apologize if I'm, especially for those of you that are watching on the KSVP stream, Jalen Gore, if I'm mispronouncing his name, my apologies. I wish they gave us pronunciation guides, but over at the far side with it, it's Bynum. All the way to Bickham at the right wing. Bickham feeds to Martin. Martin right of the lane, gives it to George at the baseline, then back outside to Bickham, and Alamogordo with 41 seconds left. Just could use a bucket here. Out between the circles, it's Bynum. Feeds it over to Bickham at the right wing. Now to Martin, who had the ball go behind him here, and pushing the other way with it is Box. Box goes up with the right hand and misses from outside the lane, and quick the other way with it is Deontay Bynum to the top of the key. Feeds it off to Martin, steps into a three, and it's good. Nick Martin. Tigers needed that, and they break a 12-0 run for Hobbs. Catching it and shooting it in rhythm, Nick Martin knocks it down. 7 seconds left, and Gore with the basketball. He's probably going to take the last shot here. Right elbow, had the ball stripped away by Bynum out of bounds with 2.2 seconds left. And Hobbs will still have another opportunity at the last shot of the first quarter. 19-10. Hobbs leads Alamogordo. And they go to Gore out top, and goes the runner three, and it's no good. Boy, that looked pretty good there for a second, and real soft touch on the rim, but it just comes off. And Alamogordo, a key three there right there at the end of the first, but they find themselves down by 9 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. It's the Hobbs Eagles 19, Alamogordo 10. You're listening to Alamogordo Tiger Basketball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230 AM, 101.9 FM, alamosportsandtalk.com. Start of quarter number 2 here at the City of Champions Classic. Alamogordo boys basketball facing off here against the Hobbs Eagles. And Alamogordo comes out with Jason Warren, Brett George, Nick Martin, Deontay Bynum, and Kai Bickham. Left to right here on your radio dial. And again, if you want to watch the game as well with our feed, it's on ksvptv.com. Bynum over at the far sideline getting pressured here by Box. Gives it off to George at the top of the key. Now it's Bickham. Kai Bickham will backpedal just a little bit with 7:40 remaining. Held on to a pass and gives it off to Bynum. And Tigers, I mean, it wouldn't hurt if they can run a long half-court set here and get the shot they want, but that's definitely not what they want. Ball is turned over and almost turned over again. It's being batted around on the floor. They're going to get a whistle and then going to get a foul called on Alamogordo's Brett George. That was a wild sequence. Initially, it was stolen away by Hobbs. Coming up the floor, though, Courtney Morgan lost the handle on it, and it was deflected off of Kai Bickham, and I think Morgan tried to save it to the far sideline, and then it deflected off Brett George. George was trying to dive for it and contacted one of the Hobbs Eagles players and drew the foul. Now here's driving his Gore into the lane, goes up with a tough shot. Good defense there from Kai Bickham. George grabs the rebound, and with 7:13 to go, Alamogordo comes the other way, trailing by 9. Bynum trying to get across midcourt. Converged on by both Box and Morgan. We'll see who gets the foul call. Looks like it's going to be Morgan. And we'll see subs here for Alamogordo as Diego Balderrama comes into the game for the first time, and Amarian Bynum returns to the game. Brett George and Nick Martin are going to get a rest here. And Jason Warren will inbound at the far sideline for Alamogordo. Warren holds it over his head. Comes all the way to the near side to Amarian Bynum. He'll dribble to the top of the key. Kicks it out to the corner. Bickham fires a three. No good. Rebound is tipped in, eventually controlled by Box. Box is going to be fouled. And it's going to be by Warren. And that'll be the first on Warren. Not a lot of fouls over that first quarter. That's just the 4th team foul on Alamogordo. Hobbs has a pair. Something I'm always impressed with Hobbs is their ability to play tough defense and not foul. Inside. Trying to back his way in and go, but the post shot is no good from Morgan. The rebound grab by Mora, though, his putback attempt is no good, but he's going to go to the line. 2 free throws coming up for him. Leading scorers, by the way, in that first quarter, Jalen Gore had 5, 4 for Tyler Box, 4 for Aaron Mora. Alamogordo's Jason Warren with 4, and then 3 points apiece for Nick Martin and Kai Bickham, as the first free throw is no good from Aaron Mora. And one more for Mora from the stripe. He makes the second. He's got 5 points, leads his team along with Jalen Gore. And Alamogordo with the basketball in the backcourt. To the middle of the floor in the hands of Warren. Tried to feed it to Bickham, but too far ahead of him. And a turnover back over to the Hobbs Eagles with 6.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 20-10, Hobbs in front. Near sideline to inbound is Box, as he'll give it off to Jalen Gore as they'll bring it across the timeline. Gives it off to the right elbow to Morgan. Morgan bounce pass to Moore, right of the lane. Layup off the glass is good. Aaron Mora now has 7 points. Alamogordo trying to come to the floor. Box steals it away. Box drives the lane, goes with the wild shot. It was blocked by Warren. And Deontay Bynum with the basketball. Gives it off to Kai Bickham. Bickham looking to get into the lane. Stops at the elbow. Now looking for somebody to pass it to. Goes back outside to Deontay Bynum with Box on him. Bounce pass over to the left corner. Amari and Bynum has it there. Top of the key, it's Kai Bickham. Right wing, it's Deontay Bynum. Looking for somewhere to go it to and tried to feed it to Warren. And the pass was away from him. I think he was expecting Warren to move out towards midcourt a little bit more. And those are definitely the turnovers you can't have if you're the Tigers. With Hobbs forcing as many turnovers as they do, giving them easy ones like that, certainly not what you're, not a recipe for success. Gore with the basketball, bringing in the front court for Hobbs. As the ball goes to the left elbow, Mora now feeds it to Gore. Right elbow jump shot on the way for him. Just rolls off the front of the rim, no good. And the rebound grabbed by Warren, and he'll give it off to Deontay Bynum. Bynum, well, Diego Balderrama's behind the play, jumping up and down, hoping for the ball. Here's Warren who's got it, gets in the lane. Pass to Amari and Bynum left corner. He's going to miss the three. Rebound is pulled in by Hobbs, and Ronnie Ross pushes up the floor. Mora, boy, I think he might have traveled with it, got in the air and came down with it, but he got the pass off just in time. Shots missed, and here comes Alamogordo the other way. Into the lane goes Amari and Bynum off the glass. Shot no good. Warren grabs the rebound. Putback attempt, no good. Rebound fought for, and grabbing it is Morgan. Morgan quickly feeds it up ahead to Ross. Ross left of the lane, dishes it out to Moore at the baseline. And at the left wing with it, it's Gore. He holds it there, takes a long three. That's no good. Rebound grabbed by Warren, who gives it off to Deontay Bynum. Bynum trying to find Balderrama, who was behind the play. Looking to post up, going up and under, and has a shot blocked by Mora. And Mora will grab the loose ball and push it up the floor himself. 4.5 minutes to go. Mora looking to feed it to Morgan. It goes out of bounds. Body spilling to the floor as one of the Tigers tried to step in and draw a charge. And a timeout going to be called by Hobbs coach Shelby Reeves. And we'll take one as well. 4.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. It's Hobbs 22, Alamogordo 10. You're listening to Tiger Sports on Alamo Sports and Talk. .435 to go second quarter. Alamogordo trails 22-10. Inbounds goes to Mora. Turnaround with the left hand, no good. Ball being tipped around and eventually grabbed by Amari and Bynum. Tigers trailing 22-10. 4.5 minutes remaining in the quarter, and a bad pass there as it goes over the head of everybody. Deontay Bynum was looking for either Brett George or Amari and Bynum, but it was over the head of everybody and out of bounds and back over to the Hobbs Eagles. Mora will inbounds. Gore will be shadowed by Amari and Bynum. A little bit of token pressure into the front court. Mora takes it all the way to the top of the key. Now the hands of Morgan. Mora at the right elbow. At the left elbow, And they give it to Ramos. Inside. The layup is good by Morgan. As they found the dish from Ross. And a chance at a three-point play. And to hear Coach Nee on the far sideline, they just keep going, and they just keep running that motion around and around until they find an open look, and eventually they had it there with Morgan. As he tries to finish off the three-point play, he will miss back rim on the first. Rebound grab by Alamogordo. They trail by 14. Ball at the far sideline is Martin. As Bickham goes to the middle of the floor to Warren. Warren to the basket and had the shot blocked, but coming across and catching him on the arm was Jesus Ramos, and 2 free throws coming up for Jason Warren. .352 remaining in the second quarter on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. Tigers trailing by 14 and looking to draw a little bit closer here with a pair of free throws from Jason Warren. Shot well from the stripe on Tuesday, but fortunately I throw the broadcaster's curse at him there, and he misses the first. Subs for Hobbs here as Michael Mackey comes back into the game. And one more that checked in as well. I'll tell you here in a second. As Warren misses on both, the rebound is pulled in by Hobbs. And coming up the far side with it was Van Landingham who checked in, and he's got the basketball at the right wing. Ball over to the right corner as Mora will send it back outside. Gore with the basketball, guarded by Bynum. 3:38 remaining at the top of the key. Feeds it out to the top to Mackey. Back to Gore at the left wing. Pull-up jump shot from the baseline, and he knocks it up and in. Jalen Gore with 7 and a 26-10 lead now for Hobbs. Martin over the far sideline, comes the near side to Bickham and finds Bynum. Bynum trying to work his way baseline, goes up with the shot, no good. Warren there with the follow-up, and that is up and good. Jason Warren with 6 of Alamogordo's 12, and they trail by 14. Up into the front court with it is Ross, top of the key. Mora fires a 3, and he buries it. Aaron Mora with 10 points, and Alamogordo trails by 17. Over at the far sideline with it, Martin to Bickham, back to Martin. Martin loses the handle, and coming the other way with it is Mackey. Mackey to the rim, lays it up and in. And Bickham obviously came over and caught him with the body there. Didn't look like he came across him on the arms. Now, I guess he did, and they said it was a hold. So a chance at a three-point play for Michael Mackey. And he hits the free throw. 32-12. It was 7-5 at one point. Alamogordo had the lead. And Hobbs has dominated from that point. Bickham, nice cross-court pass to Marion Bynum into the front court. Nick Martin has the ball at the left wing. Tried to get out to the middle of the floor, and Jason Warren able to track that down out between the circles. Gives it off to Amarian Bynum. Bynum at the right wing, a little behind the back dribble. Picks up his dribble now. Gives it off to Brett George. Now to Nick Martin. Here's Kai Bickham. Bickham hesitates and drives the baseline, feeds it to George. George has a shot blocked by Mora. Loose ball being battled for it, finds the hands of Bickham. Great pass there to Jason Warren, and Warren lays it up and in. Good persistence there by Alamogordo to get the ball back and get the easy lay-in. And they trail 32-14. Ball over at the right wing with Mackey at the baseline. Gore, guarded by Bynum. Trying to cross him over, and a really nice move. A little step back jumper is good. That was pretty there from Jalen Gore. And he's now got 9. 1:44 to go here in the second. Martin at the near sideline over to the far to Bickham. Finds George, and George, good feed to Warren, who's cutting the basket. His shot high off the glass, no good. George's putback attempt is no good. And he's going to draw a foul and go to the free throw line for a couple here. First free throws for Brett George. 1:32 remaining here in the second quarter. 14 foul on Hobbs. And Brett's going to miss front rim on the first. Subs for the Tigers and the Eagles here. Chris Sapree's back into the game. So is Deontay Bynum. And so Brett George up for his second free throw. And he misses on both, and the rebound pulled in by Mackey. Hobbs comes the other way with it. Ball at the left wing. Van Landingham dribbles to the top of the key. Gives it off to Mackey. Mackey to the free throw line. Pull-up jump shot. Front rim no good. George grabs the rebound. Gives it off to Deontay Bynum. 1:15 remaining here in the first half. Alamogordo trails by 20. Bynum to the top of the key. Tried to feed it out to the corner. Stolen away. Quick outlet up ahead. Just a throw to the open floor. And they're going to get a travel here on Mackey, who tracked down the basketball, but took an extra step. And Alamogordo will get it back. 1:05 remaining second quarter. As Coach Nee yelling out some plays, Mackey's going to steal it away. Pass to Van Landingham, and Warren, like he came across and got the ball, but I guess must have caught a little bit of arm as he did so. And with 1:02 remaining in the second. And the big issue there is obviously the turnover led to the foul there for Alamogordo. I mean, it was close, but Tigers really got to try to limit those as time goes on, as the first free throw misses here for Ethan Van Landingham. 2 points for him. First trip to the free throw line this morning. Or I guess afternoon now. Hey, it is afternoon. Second free throw is good. 1:02 remaining. Alamogordo trails 35-14. Pass in the middle of the floor is taken by Bynum. Comes the near side to Warren. Far side gives it to Martin. Martin will give it to Bynum. 54 seconds remaining. Tigers down by 21. Ball goes to the left wing. And a pull-up jump shot is up and no good from Supree. Rebound being tipped and eventually controlled by Hobbs. And pushing up the far sideline with it, it's Mackey. Mackey right in the lane, goes up with the shot and gets it to go. Good body contortion there as he leaned back and got it to roll soft off the front of the rim and in. Martin gets the inbounds. Comes to the near side to Bynum. And Bynum out between the circles. Comes across the timeline. 20 seconds left, gets a screen from Warren. Has the ball between the circles. They give it to Warren, left of the lane. Warren, bounce pass to George. George gets inside, can't get the layup to go. And the rebound pulled in by Hobbs. Ball goes quickly up ahead, and getting the easy lay-in on the other side is Gilberto Miranda with 5 seconds left. And 2 seconds and one, and Alamogordo's not going to do anything here before the end of the half, as they will go to the locker room trailing 39-14 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Hobbs Eagles up by 25 as we go to the break. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230 AM, 101.9 FM. Welcome back to Artesia. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230 AM, 101.9 FM, alamosportsandtalk.com. And if you want to watch the game as well, ksvptv.com. They are using our feed of the game and are broadcasting it in live picture for you guys as well. So we appreciate those folks. They do a fine job here in eastern New Mexico and broadcast a lot of games. As for the Tigers, you knew this one was going to be a real challenge for Alamo. And the big thing is, being able to handle the pressure that Hobbs provides with a young basketball team. Man, that's a difficult thing, or difficult ask for a lot of guys that are playing some of their first varsity. And, the game started okay for the Tigers, jumped out to a 7-5 lead, got some nice shots, but it's just the turnovers have racked up as time's gone on. And it's partly been Hobbs' pressure, but I think there's also been some poor decisions. And more than anything, the game gets sped up and the decisions get sped up, and maybe you're just not making the right choices on the passes in various places. So, this is just one of the, truly, you talk about growing pain kind of games, that is absolutely what this is for the Alamogordo Tigers. And, Hobbs, their style of basketball has been the same forever and ever, and it's an immense challenge to play for sure. For the Tigers, Jason Warren with 8 points, continuing another good game. He led the Tigers in scoring on Tuesday night against Los Lunas. He's played well again today. Nick Martin and Kai Bickham each have a 3, and that's the scoring for the Tigers in that first half. Spread out evenly on the Hobbs side of things. Aaron Mora's got 10, Jalen Gore's got 9, 7 points for Michael Mackey, 4 points for Tyler Box, 3 points for Ethan Van Landingham, 2 points for Courtney Morgan, and Ronnie Ross, 4 points for Tyler Box. So they've had a number of different guys that have contributed, and again, not unusual for Hobbs in that way. But for Alamo, use the second half to try and make the right decisions, cut down on the turnovers. I think the likelihood of coming back from 25 down against Hobbs is not very strong. Just got to find the positives and get something going for you to build some momentum as this tournament goes on. Because I'm going to tell you, tomorrow's game I don't think is going to be a whole lot easier. They get either Carlsbad or Rio Rancho, who are going to play the next game here at the City of Champions Classic in Artesia. So it's these first few games of the season, with Carlsbad, if they get them again, we saw how good Carlsbad was on Saturday. If it's Rio Rancho, who's the team Alamogordo is actually going to see at the end of the season, it's just not an easy road for the Tigers here to open up their 2021-2022 campaign. So they find themselves down by 25 at halftime on the Richland Motor scoreboard. It's Hobbs 39, Alamogordo 14. We'll come back. We'll tell you what happened in the girls' game. If you're just joining us, the Alamogordo girls played El Paso Bel Air in our first game of the day on our Tiger basketball doubleheader. And so we'll chat about that, and then we'll get into the second half of play. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230 AM, 101.9 FM. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230 AM, 101.9 FM. Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230 AM, 101.9 FM. We're ready for the second half. Alamogordo's back out on the floor, so is Hobbs. Do you want to mention the Alamogordo Lady Tigers came up just a little bit short to El Paso Bel Air, 44-41. What a great game for Abby Vasquez, who had 18. And then 10 points for Jacqueline Vera, 6 points for Kaylee Kidwell. Great finish to the game, back and forth. Each team, I think, traded the lead 2 or 3 times over the last 3 minutes of the game, and Alamo just came up a little bit short in that one. But they'll get another chance tomorrow. They'll play Goddard, 8:30 a.m. We'll have that game for you. Another doubleheader tomorrow. And certainly the way it looks right now, we'll have girls, then boys, 8:30 a.m. and then 10 a.m. For Alamogordo. Don't know who the Tigers are going to play yet. Again, Carlsbad and Rio Rancho is the second boys game. This is the first boys game of the day here at the City of Champions Classic. As of course, the night games will be featuring the Artesia teams, as the home tournament usually does. They'll have their home teams in the evening. So the Tigers in the second half, again, just try to limit the turnovers. See if you can slow down the game a little bit, because if you're playing the up and down game up the floor, that's certainly Hobbs' game and what they want to do. And another thing is, when they get those easy opportunities close to the bucket, they really got to be able to cash in on those. There were probably 4 to 5 buckets where Alamo had an in-close shot and just couldn't get it to go. And those are the opportunities in a game where, every bucket's going to mean something for the Tigers, especially in the second half. They're going to have to keep up some get that opportunity going. Sorry, I got distracted there by something. I guess the new alignment just came out. I think Alamogordo in football is going back to 6A. It looks like, so back to the Cruces district. It sounds like. All right, near sideline inbounds for Hobbs, and driving to the basket. Gore gets past his man, misses the lay-in attempt, and Brett George tried to step in there and draw the charge. And Coach Nee was asking if he moved. The official said he leaned to his right into Gore, who's driving the basket. I really couldn't see. It was shielded by the players there, and Gore will hit the first free throw. But Brett tried to get in there and draw the charge, but didn't get the call to go his way. Second free throw misses. Sanders grabs the rebound. Ball goes out of bounds, and say it last went off of Sanders. So an inbounds baseline right. And into the corner. Goes to Michael Mackey. He dribbles his way out of there. Then goes inside to Ramos. Ramos goes up with the right hand and misses. And George had it knocked away from him. And it gives it right to Gore, who lays it up and in. Certainly looked like Brett got caught across the arms there as he grabbed that rebound, but here comes Alamo into the front court. Sanders dishes out to the corner. Amarian Bynum fires the right corner three. That misses. And it's Deontay Bynum that grabs the rebound. Deontay in the left corner gives it off to Kai Bickham. Bickham looks to drive his way to the basket, and we're going to see a foul called on Hobbs. And it'll be not in the act of shooting. And it'll be baseline left inbounds here for Sanders. 7:15 to go in the third quarter. Hobbs 42, Alamogordo 14. Sanders passed the ball. Inbounds to Bickham left wing, top of the key. Bynum gets a wide open look at three, and he hits it. Deontay Bynum with the triple. And Alamogordo trails 42-17. 7:07 to go third quarter. Gore works his way all the way to the right wing. And now one-on-one here against Amarian Bynum. Goes out to the right corner as Ramos picks up his dribble, has the ball deflected. Sanders steals it away. Sanders will give it to Bynum. Deontay in the backcourt with Mackey guarding him. Deontay out near midcourt with the basketball. And Mackey all over him, looking for that 5-second call, and they will get the 5-second call as Bynum wasn't able to get it away. He was double teamed out there, and And nobody was able to get in there and give him somebody to pass the ball to, unfortunately, as they trapped him along the sideline in the midcourt line. Gore with the ball top of the key. Bounce pass right wing to Morgan. Morgan has to track down the ball behind him. Now here's Mora with it. Goes the right elbow. Mackey with the basketball, holds it over his head, gives it to the left elbow to Ramos. Ramos almost had it taken away by Sanders. Now Ramos drives the lane, goes up with a scoop shot. He misses the first. The tip in is good, but the second tip is good as Courtney Morgan gets the bucket to go. He's got 4 points, and Alamogordo trails 44-17. Bynum over the far side to Bickham, and then gives it back to Bynum. Into the front court. It's Amarian Bynum with it. A little step through to the basket. Layup attempt no good. And those are the ones that Alamogordo's been missing. Some of those layups, I'm not saying that was easy, but and then on the other side, left wing, it's going to be a 2. Just having his foot on the line there is Jesus Ramos. And those are the ones that eat at you if you're the Tigers, as Sanders able to break through a double team, gets out to the corner to Amarian Bynum, pump fakes, gives it to George to the left elbow, outside. Deontay Bynum, top of the key, 3, no good, front rim glassing off, and the rebound pulled in by Jesus Ramos. Comes near side line to Mackey, gets to the right elbow, pull-up jump shot is up and good. Mackey's got 9, and Alamogordo's deficit swells to 31. 5:20 remaining here in the third. Deontay Bynum comes to Bickham, now to Sanders, gives it off to Brett George. George will go back towards midcourt to Bickham. 5 minutes remaining. At the top of the key with it, it's Bynum. Continues to dribble, gets a screen from George. Still with the basketball is Deontay Bynum, gives it off to Amarian now. At the left wing, he looks to drive in the lane, kicks it out to the corner. Bickham, baseline jumper is good. Hit that from about 17 feet out. Kai Bickham with his first point since the first quarter. He's got 5. And coming the other way quickly are the Eagles, and a foul going to be called on Alamogordo as getting up in the air was Ramos, and coming down on top of Amarian Bynum. He had, I think more than anything, was just trying to get position in for the rebound, and that was a pretty easy call for the official underneath the basket. And Ramos to the line for 2 free throws. Front rim glass and in for him. And subs for both teams. Chris Sapri comes in, Nick Martin comes in. We'll see both Bynums come out, Amarian and Deontay. And subs for the Eagles as well as Ronnie Ross comes back into the game, and so does Tyler Box. And the sub, or the free throw is up and good, and we get another sub here as Ethan Van Landingham comes into the game, and he'll check in for Jesus Ramos, who just made the free throw. 4:46 to go in the third. Sanders inbound to Martin, goes right back to Sanders. Sanders pushes away up the floor. Tigers have numbers here. Brett George to the basket. He's going to be fouled, and they're going to give him 2 free throws. Good job by Trey Sanders when he got that pass and was able to split through a couple of defenders, and that led to the fast break opportunity there for Alamogordo. And Brett George, who was 0 of 2 at the line, getting 2 more opportunities here. And sees the first one miss off. Trying to shake off his left hand there. I don't know if he maybe got caught on that arm earlier in the game and dealing with some pain there as he misses on the second. And the rebound is battled for, and Kai Bickham able to grab it. Feeds it to Trey Sanders. Sanders inside, goes up, and one. Good hard work inside by Kai Bickham and Trey Sanders there. Bickham able to grab the rebound and feed it to the opposite side of the post to Sanders, and Sanders powers up, gets the lay-in, and a chance at a 3-point play here with 4:34 to go in the third, and Alamogordo trailing 50-21. Sanders misses, rebound, Mora grabs it, gets it out to Gore, and Sapri guards him into the front court. Gore with the basketball, Sapri sticking with him, Gore into the lane, and tried a behind-the-back pass, and nobody was there. Bickham will get it up ahead to Martin. Martin almost left it behind. He'll find Bickham. He'll get a wide-open look at a right-wing 3, and he hits it. Kai Bickham with his second field goal here in the third quarter, and it's 50-24. 4:08 to go in the third quarter. Box will bounce pass it off to Gore as he's guarded by Sapri. Out between the circles with the basketball. Bounce pass to the right wing to Van Landingham. And now out top of the key to Mora. Here's Box, drives the lane. Goes up with the right hand, shot no good, and Sanders able to grab the rebound for the Tigers, works through a double team, gets it to Martin. Martin cross-court pass to George, and the ball is going to be deflected out of bounds, last off of Hobbs. I think it was Gore that got his hand on the pass that slowed down the fast break. And Hobbs will sub in a couple here as we see Mackey and Morgan come in, and it'll be Gore and Mora that will head to the bench for the Eagles. Sanders, baseline left inbounds. Pats the ball with his right hand, still looking to inbounds. Gets it to George. George had the ball knocked away, out of bounds, and last off of Hobbs as Morgan got his hand in there and knocked it away. 3:41 remaining third quarter. Alamogordo trails by 26. Hobbs had a 25-point halftime lead. And get for Alamo, just try to win some quarters here in the second half. As Bickham works to the baseline, picks up his dribble, comes back outside to George. And now out near midcourt, it's Martin with the basketball. Martin left the lane, entry pass to Sanders, too tall. And I think also Sanders maybe a little bit late reacting to the pass there, but the turnover for the Tigers and back over to the Eagles. Mackey gives it off to Box at the left wing. Box, a little hesitation, drive, goes up the scoot shot right of the lane, count the bucket, and Brett George gets called for the foul. His third team foul in Alamogordo. George will come out, and we're going to see number 30 into the game, and I think that's Zach Sell. Let me double check the roster, and that is Zach Sell. Second free throw, front rim, no, or I should say first free throw is up and no good there from Box. But the Tigers are going to turn it over, and Box is going to get another opportunity, and he nails the free throw line jumper. That young man's got a sweet jump shot, and he's got 8. Alamogordo trails 54-24. Ball at the far side to Martin to Bickham. Bickham able to bring in the front court. Bickham tried to feed a pass to Sapri at the baseline. And it's tipped away, and then coming up the floor, Box just somehow lost the handle on it, and it ended up deflecting behind him and out of bounds, and Alamogordo gets it right back. I was looking up the floor waiting for the pass, and somehow he lost the handle. Alamogordo also has Demarion Smith into the game. He's going to inbound at baseline right. Comes all the way out top to Martin. Martin, Smith, Sell, Bickham, and Sapri on the floor for the Tigers. 2:45 remaining. Gives it to Sapri at the left wing. Box with some close defense on him. Bickham top of the key. Gives it off to Martin. Catch and shoot 3. Back rim no good. Rebound tipped. Smith had his hand on it for a second, but it eventually finds its way to Van Landingham, and he'll bring it in the front court here for Hobbs with 2.5 minutes to go. Van Landingham left of the lane, tries to drive, and looked like maybe Bickham reached in there and caught him on the arm. Kai picks up his third personal, 4th team foul on Alamogordo with 2:27 remaining in the third. Far sideline inbounds here from Morgan. Comes all the way to the near sideline to Mackey. Mackey gets past Sapri, drives the lane, goes up with the shot, and they're going to call a foul on Smith as he tried to reach in and knock it away from Mackey as he was driving by him. And a 3-point play opportunity here for the Eagles again. First foul on Smith, and the Eagles lead out to 32 with Mackey to the line. He's got 11. Misses front rim, inside, the rebound pulled in by Sell. And here comes Alamogordo the other direction with it. Haven't seen a lot of Jason Warren in the second half. Ball over the far side with it, it's Martin. Right wing, it's Bickham. Bickham looking for a screen. Gives it to Martin over in the right corner, the man who set one of those screens. They go inside to Sell. Sell powers up with the left hand, shot no good, but tell you what, Zach Sell with his big body, he's got size. We, of course, saw him on the soccer field all year long, but I was actually watching him during the JV game on Tuesday night and was impressed with his basketball skills. And more than anything, he's just got a lot of athleticism and getting a chance here at the varsity level here at the City of Champions Classic. He's going to miss on the first free throw, though. One more here for the Tigers. 2 minutes even in the third quarter. Eagles in control and have been so since the first half. And off the glass and in there for Zach Sell. And he's got a point, and the Tigers trail by 31. Into the front court with Samaj Williams. And passes it off to Ross. Ross, free throw line jumper is good. Ronnie Ross knocks it down. And Alamogordo trails by 33. Over at the far sideline with it is Martin. Passes a little bit late. Easy steal for Van Landingham, and he'll lay it up and in as he slashed in there and took it away. Tigers got to be a little bit crisper with the passes in the backcourt there. Bickham into the front court from the near sideline. Works his way to the left wing. And from just outside the lane, puts up a jump shot that's no good. And quickly the other way with it comes Hobbs. They are able to save it on the far sideline. And getting it to the bucket and laying it up and in was Ross. Good effort there from Samaj Williams, who saved that and led to the easy bucket. Here's Smith working in the front court. Gives it off to the Tigers' Supree. Supree dealt it right back to Smith. He's going to be fouled as he goes up with the shot attempt. And Alamogordo is going to head to the free throw line here for 2 with 1:02 remaining in the third quarter. So it's Demarion Smith, a freshman. Lots of sophomores and freshmen on this Tiger varsity team this year as Smith makes the first. In fact, just 2 seniors on the varsity roster. As Smith will get another one. We do have a running clock going, by the way, as the ball is tipped around on the missed free throw. Coming the other direction with it is Williams. As he dishes it over to Gore at the right wing, he looks to drive and left a pass behind. Was expecting Mora to not cut towards the basket. And goes out of bounds, and Alamogordo gets it back with 34 seconds left here in the third. So 35-point lead for Hobbs. Leads to a running clock. Inbounds goes to Deontay Bynum. He rested most of that third quarter. Bynum to the top of the key. Pull-up jump shot from just behind the free throw line is no good. And I think Deontay was hoping for a foul call there, I believe. I don't know if he was looking over at the Tiger bench or looking over at the official. Gore with the basketball, looking to a drive pass to Supree. Pull-up jump shot is good. Pretty shot there from Jalen Gore. And that'll be the final play of this third quarter. 64-26. Hobbs in control here as we head to the final frame. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230 AM, 101.9 FM. (64-26), Hobbs in front as they have a 38-point lead, and the official the ball went behind. They were giving it to Sanders to inbounds here at the near sidelines, and no time ran off the clock. Now we're ready to go. Sanders to inbounds. Ball is deflected as it was coming inbounds by Ross, but it gets to Sell, and now it's Bickham out near midcourt, and he gives it off to Bynum. Bynum at the left wing. Over to the left corner. Supree with the basketball. Gives to Sell. Sell trying to post his way in. Goes off the glass and good. Zach Sell. Good stuff inside from Zach Sell as he matched up inside there with Mora and got the bucket to go. 64-28 now with 7.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Gore with the basketball. guarded by Supri. He tries to break down his man. Pull-up jump shot from the free throw line. Back rim no good, but the rebound grabbed by Hobbs and Ronnie Ross. Comes back outside to Gore. Gore stops the left elbow. Bickham able to get in there and draw a tie-up. And it'll keep the possession on this side, but now possession arrow switches over to Alamogordo. Again, if you're Alamo, you're just trying to finish strong, do some positive things here in this fourth quarter. I mean, obviously Hobbs is gonna win this one up by 36, but try to do some good things and build momentum for tomorrow. Top of the key, Gore tried to feed it on a little slip pass to Mora, but it's stolen away. And the Tigers come away with the position. Bickham over to Bynum now. Bynum trying to work his way into the front court, and the ball was knocked away behind by Williams. Bynum will find Bickham, left corner, fires up a three, no good. Rebound is pulled in by Mora, and Hobbs will come the other direction with it. Mora ball handles to the right wing, slows up, and feeds it off to Darius Royal. Left wing fires a three, and good is Ronnie Ross. He's got 9, and Hobbs leads 67-28. Inbounds over the head of Bynum and stolen away by Williams. Over the corner, Gore will fire up a three. That's no good. Rebound comes out, and it's grabbed by the Eagles, and a foul going to be called as Royal goes up with the shot. Sell going to commit the foul, and 2 free throws coming up for Darius Royal. First foul on Zach, and the 6th-team foul on Alamogordo. Hobbs will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. This will be a 2-shot foul. So again, our schedule for tomorrow, the Alamogordo girls will play at 8:30 a.m. against Goddard, and the Alamogordo boys will play at 10 a.m. as Royal misses the first free throw. It'll either be Carlsbad or Rio Rancho. Those two teams getting ready to play. See Carlsbad over here on the opposite side of the where we're shooting free throws to our left. Front rim no good on the second, but Gore grabs the rebound, and now Tigers trying to tie it up. Sanders gets a block on Gore, but the loose ball comes out to Williams in the right corner. Williams tries to get it out top, and it's stolen away by Supri, and Bynum will feed it off to Bickham as he comes far sideline, gets past Royal. Bickham still pressured by Royal and eventually draws the foul. 16 foul on Hobbs, and Alamogordo will shoot free throws on the next Hobbs foul. Sanders inbound far sideline. Again, we have a running clock, 5.5 minutes to go as it continues to run even on the out-of-bounds play. And is out near midcourt with it, it's Bynum. Tried to feed it to Supri, but Gore steps in and steals it away and feeds it to the middle of the floor to Courtney Morgan, who lays it up and in. And Hobbs pushes the lead to 41. Bickham almost left the ball behind, gives it off to Bynum. Bynum up ahead to Supri. Supri to the basket. Mora comes across and blocks it. Sell gets the loose ball. His left-hand attempt is no good. Gets another opportunity. Mora comes across and blocks it. And a foul going to be called. I'm not sure if that's on Mora or might be on 34. No, they're going to say it's on the body on Mora. And it'll put Zach Sell at the line, 1 of 2 this afternoon. Some really good defense there by Mora on that possession as Sell misses the first. He picked up 2 blocks, and I think he was surprised that he got called for the foul. So was Coach Reeves over on the Hobbs sideline. It was definitely close, but I was to say it wasn't on the shot block attempt, or it wasn't on the arm. It was more on the body. Hobbs on the fast break coming the other way. Pass gets left behind. It was good passing right up until that last one as Mackey was getting fed by Morgan, but ended up a little bit behind him and deflects out of bounds, and Alamogordo will get the ball back here with 4.5 minutes to go. 69-28, Hobbs in front. And up in the front court, Supri's got it the left wing, gives it back to Bynum. Near sideline, he holds it and directs traffic, looking for a screen from Sanders. Goes the opposite way of it to the left wing. He's going to fire up a 3. That's no good, but right underneath Sanders, it went right to him. And he was in there for the easy lay-in. He's got 4. Hobbs, though, on the other side gets behind the play, and it's an easy lay-in for Michael Mackey. With 4 minutes to go, it remains a 41-point deficit for the Tigers. Left wing with it. It's Bynum as he backpedals towards midcourt. Has the ball between the circles. Right wing, Bickham fires a three, and he gets the kind iron and glass there, front rim glass and in. And Kai Bickham's into double figures with 11. 3:43 remaining. Mora looks to drive right of the lane. He takes a elbow jump shot that is no good, and Bickham grabs the loose ball, coming into the front court with it. Bynum over the top to Sapri, who got away with the travel there, but he's going to get the lay-in. And a timeout going to be called by Coach Nee with 3:29 remaining here in the fourth quarter. 71-35, Hobbs in front on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230 AM, 101.9 FM. Alamo Sports and Talk, Tiger basketball here on this Thursday afternoon. Alamo trailing 71-35 to the Hobbs Eagles. And we'll be headed towards a 10 a.m. game tomorrow morning. Hobbs with the basketball in the front court. They go inside to Mora. Mora trying to back in on Sell. Little turnaround with the right hand as the hook is up and in. And Hobbs extends the lead out to 38. Bynum over at the far sideline as Hobbs continues the pressure. John Henry Cifuentes with it. Now over to Bynum. Long pass up ahead to Kai Bickham. Bickham works his way into the lane. Kicks it out corner. Deontay Bynum fires the three and he hits it. Second three of the game for Deontay Bynum, and Alamogordo trails 73-38. Gore to the top of the key. He'll put a step back three up and in. And Jalen Gore with 17 now. His first field goal of this fourth quarter. And Alamogordo trails 76-38. Over at the far sideline with it, it is Bynum. Goes to the middle of the floor to Sanders. Sanders kicks it out to the left corner. Bynum. John Henry Cifuentes fires up a three, and he hits it. John Henry Cifuentes with his first bucket of the game, and Alamogordo trails 76-41. 2:30 remaining in the fourth. And over at the far sideline with it, it's Mackey. Mackey directing traffic. They're going to post up Gore inside. He gets double teamed, finds Mora cut into the basket, and he lays it up and in. And a timeout going to be called out here by Coach Shelby Reeves of the Hobbs Eagles. 2:15 remaining in the fourth, and it's Hobbs 78 to Alamogordo 41. And we will take the 30-second timeout as well. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk. Welcome back. Alamogordo inbounds the basketball after the timeout. Bynum to Smith, Demarion Smith in the game, and he'll give it back to Deontay Bynum. 2 minutes remaining. Tigers down 78-41. Bynum dribbling out between the circles, gets a screen from Sell, works it to the left wing, dishes it off to Cifuentes. Cifuentes keeps his dribble, looks to go inside to Smith, but pass is too tall. Out of bounds and back over to the Hobbs Eagles. Tigers with Frank Zoha in the game as well now, along with Zach Sell, John Henry Cifuentes, Demarion Smith, and Deontay Bynum. Ball at the right wing. This is Darius Royal. Works his way to the basket, goes up, shot no good. Sell grabs the rebound, pressure on the rebound, and gives it off to Bynum. Bynum with 90 seconds left comes up the floor, and a foul going to be called on Ethan Van Landingham, and that's going to lead to a 1-and-1 here for Alamogordo. Zach Sell comes out of the game, and Diego Balderrama. Nope, not Diego Balderrama. That is, I'll tell you here in a second. Elijah Montoya, who's in the game. Free throw misses, and coming the other way with it are the Hobbs Eagles. 50 seconds remaining. Dish out to the left corner. Van Landingham fakes, then drives, and misses on the lay-in attempt. Rebound, though, tipped out to Royal. His lay-in attempt is up and in. Darius Royal with his first field goal, and 38 seconds remaining, and Hobbs leads 80-41. Bynum with 33 seconds left. Comes across midcourt. Now under 30 seconds remaining in the game. Dribbling to the left wing. Royal with tough defense on him. Go inside to Montoya, who has the ball taken away, and coming the other direction with it with 15 seconds left. All the way to the basket. Layup attempt is up and no good from Gilberto Miranda. Royal gets the ball at the free throw line, fakes the shot, drives right of the lane, and lays it up and in with 7 seconds left. And Bynum trying to inbound it. Last couple plays, they had like an arm around Bynum and holding him, and Tigers not going to get the call there, unfortunately. And at the end of the day, not that big of a deal, because Hobbs comes away with a dominating win, 82-41 the final score, as the Tigers will move over to the consolation side of the bracket here at the City of Champions Classic. They'll play tomorrow at 10 a.m. either against Carlsbad or Rio Rancho. Carlsbad taking the floor right now, and Rio Rancho, I'm sure, will be here in just a second. So your final score on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, Hobbs 82, Alamogordo 41. We will come back and wrap up our broadcast for today right after this.